Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the weekly Forex market analysis. For the coming week, we'll be taking a look at the GBPUSD, EURJPY, CADJPY, and the AUDJPY setups. The GBPUSD is the first pair on the watch list, so that is the pair that I'll start analyzing from. So this currency pair is currently trading in a market structure that can be pinpointed as a bullish flag or a descending channel. For the coming week, as long as the GBPUSD remains within the confines of the market structure, I wouldn't be touching it. But then I'll be waiting for a break to the upside. That is a break of the resistance of the structure or a break of the support of the structure to see the probable market direction, whilst I wouldn't be ruling out any false breakouts. The EURJPY is the second pair on the watch list, and we can see that for close to 4 weeks now, the EURJPY hasn't really made any significant move either upwards or downwards. But then, due to that quiet market movement, we have this uptrend line on it, and we closed last week bearishly as the price of the EURJPY is currently below this uptrend line. So for the coming week, what I would really like to see on this currency pairs chart is a retest of the uptrend line as new resistance for the EURJPY to continue its bearish move. While still within the current level that it closed for last week, it will be too low to sell in my opinion. But then if we get a breakup above the uptrend line, then the EURJPY goes back to bullish. What I'll be really rooting for is a retest of the uptrend line as a resistance for the currency pair to go down. That is it for the EURJPY. Pay critical attention to what I'm about to show you right now. The CADJPY, the EURJPY, and the AUDJPY all have this trend line to place our trade ideas against. All the JPY pairs are moving into this week with very much positive correlation. But with my bias on the EURJPY, I stay bearish on the CADJPY and the AUDJPY as well. So for the CADJPY, I think I'll be patient enough to wait for this breakout to happen for it to turn bearish. On the other side, or on the flip side, we could see the CADJPY touching this trend line to go bullish. But just like I said, with my bias on the EURJPY, I'll be rooting for a breakout of this very trend line. Similar stuff on the AUDJPY as well. On the AUDJPY, you have this very famous uptrend line that is now common amongst the JPY pairs that we'll be looking at for this week. The AUDJPY has also closed below the uptrend line, but this setup I'm very unsure of it because we have a wick here. But then the AUDJPY is just a bonus setup to track the correlation for the coming week. So I see AUDJPY making a move like this. That is, it goes back above the trend line, then comes back to trade below the trend line for it to turn bearish. And all this bias is just because of my view on the EURJPY. Let us move on into what we have for the economic week. We go on into this very packed economic week very early on Sunday, where the GDP will be coming in from Japan. On Monday, there will be March on the calendar. But then on Tuesday, notable on the economic calendar will be the retail sales from the United States. Then on Wednesday, we have a very famous fundamental news that will be coming in as a form of the RBNZ interest rate decision. Pay critical attention to this one if you'll be trading any NZD pairs. Then we have both the CPIs from the Great Britain and the Eurozone. Those will be the most crucial news for Wednesday. On Thursday, there isn't much on board except the employment change for the from the Australia zone. Then on Friday, we have the retail sales as the only critical news for Friday. I wish you a profitable trading weekend. See you next week if there are any good setups.